Am I the asshole for telling my cousin she should have said yes to a guy? I'm probably... You know what? You can never trust the title. Without reading any further, I will tell you you can never trust the title of a Am I the Asshole post. But it sounds like yes. The way you phrase that, they have to do it on purpose, right? Posters on Am I the Asshole have to do it on purpose, right? Like, every fucking Am I the Asshole post is like, am I the asshole for smacking my pregnant wife in the back of the head while we were at dinner at a fancy restaurant? And then you get into the post, like, yeah, she was choking, but I couldn't reach her back, so I just had to hit her where I could hit her, and it was her head, and she coughed up the piece of food she was choking on, and everyone clapped and was like, you're amazing, you saved her life. But I kind of felt like I was out of line for touching her. Am I the asshole? They have to do it on purpose. I'm saying that before I even get into the post. Maybe, like, my intuition is 100% correct. So let's talk about it. Here's a bit of context. My cousin, 18 female, recently turned down one of my 18 female friends who asked her to prom. Oh, okay. OP is 18 female, cousin is 18 female. Got it. The guy is 18 male. Was really nervous all week, and he had already been making an effort to always be nice to her. Ladies. Come in. Let's talk. Let's real talk here. Ask for more than he's nice to you. Ask more from your partner than he's trying to be nice to you. I'm fucking begging you. He asked her to prom in public, and her immediate response was, no thanks, you're too ugly for me. Fuck! He was crying and crying later, and I absolutely felt horrible for him, especially because everyone around had heard him get rejected. That's rough. Oh my god. I confronted my cousin and told her if she didn't want to go with him, she could have just pulled him aside privately and told him no instead of embarrassing him like that. I told her she was rude for calling him ugly in front of a huge crowd of people. She fired back and said I was an asshole because I can't tell her who she goes to prom with. What? How is that a response? I wasn't trying to tell her she goes to prom, who she goes out with, because that's her business. What I meant was she was out of line embarrassing a friend like that. So am I the asshole for telling my cousin she should have said yes to a guy? But did you? Did you tell him? Did you tell her that? Because you didn't say in your post that you told her that. You said, and I quote, she could have pulled him aside privately and told him no instead of embarrassing him like that. I told her it was rude for calling him ugly in front of a huge crowd of people. So I'm gonna guess that got lost in there. Hey, you absolutely have the right to reject him, but you could have done it a bit better. Why are you trying to control my life? You can't tell me who to date. You can't order me to go to prom with him. The cousin is absolutely the asshole. OP is completely reasonable in being like, you shouldn't have told him he's too ugly to go to prom with you in front of an entire crowd of people. I could not. Also, this is what I was talking about with the title. Really fucking burying the lead here, gang. No, your cousin's insane, dude. Your cousin's a monster. And I get it. She's 18. All 18-year-olds are insane. They're not quite people yet. They're human beings for sure, but they're not quite, like, functioning people yet. But fuck, holy shit, dude. Let's see how the comments got to everyone sucks here. Wait. No, Reddit, you can't do this. He's not part of the equation. Everyone sucks here. She sucks for being so rude. He sucks for putting her on the spot and asking publicly. And you suck for not minding your own business? What? How dare you? Also, the last line of the post is such a curveball. Yeah, I have no idea what to do with that. This one's kind of like all over the place. He sucks for putting her on the spot and asking publicly. That's like how prom invitations are done. To be fair, usually when you do this, right, you're like dating the person you're going to prom with. Or like you've already like discussed it prior. And like you know they're going to say yes. Or at least you're very confident they're going to say yes. It is a little out of pocket for this guy to be like, I'm very nice to this girl. So she will say, I'm trying to be very nice to this girl. So this is a good idea. I know what I'm doing here. There's no way this could end with me heartbroken and humiliated. Also, does that make him an asshole? Yeah, but OP encouraged him, and they're related, so his friend probably trusted him. Is that true? Did I miss that part? Because she never says that. She never said that she encouraged him to do this. So I can't take things that aren't in the post, right? I cannot make fan fiction. I thought OP told him it was a good idea. She doesn't say that. I think it's heavily implied. I think that from the text, it is heavily implied that she had a part in convincing him to do this. But it's not admissible in court. Absolutely not admissible in court. I'm kind of with medium buffalo wings, even though I think they come off a little aggressive. Dude, which is it? Are you upset she was mean, or do you think she should have just said yes? Because one makes you the asshole, the other doesn't. I was upset she was rude. She didn't have to say yes, but she also didn't have to embarrass him. You see, the confusion here is that the title of the post says you're telling your cousin she should have said yes, and the last sentence of your post says that you told your cousin she should have said yes. That kind of leads me to believe that maybe you're upset she didn't say yes, which is very much not cool. Yeah, I know, I kind of messed up the title, but I'm not upset she said yes. You did it on purpose! I knew it! You're trying to fucking trick me. Not this time. The summer nights. Also, I would rather someone ask me in public, because rejecting men in private is scary. That's also true. If you're gonna reject a guy, it's good to do it somewhere where there's a ton of witnesses. Maybe don't say he's too ugly for you. I don't know, maybe like... I'll get to the post under this by Shammy Dammy in a second, because I want to talk about that. But maybe, like, because the cousin is... not the OP, the way OP is writing it, it makes it seem like the cousin and the dude have an established friendship. And maybe that's only from the cousin's perspective. I don't think that makes it right to be like... To embarrass somebody like that, to like very clearly try to hurt them. Like, you don't reject somebody by going, no, you're way too ugly for me, unless you're trying to hurt them. right? But maybe, like, maybe OP's cousin and the dude don't have that kind of friendship. Maybe they don't have that kind of relationship. It's hard to say just from the text. That is, ooh, that is mostly tea leaves now. Okay. Let's talk about Shammy Dammy. Everyone sucks here. Asking her out in public was a bad move on his part. He set himself up for this. He asked publicly, so taking him aside for privacy was already out the window. That's so not true. That's so not true. There are about a million fucking ways you could have pulled that dude to the side and been like, nah, man, I'm not into it. A million ways. However, she could have just answered with a no and left. Yeah, that's true. Also, please stop saying everyone sucks here when you mean the dude. The dude is not involved in this. This is between OP and the cousin. Also, does asking her in public in of itself make him an asshole? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Also, just saying no, sorry, I have plans or something is a million times better than saying heck no, Uggo. Exactly. Again, she said that because she wanted to hurt him. And you cannot change my mind about that. Like, that is a cruel thing to say for the sake of being cruel. But also, does that make him an asshole? Like, asking her to prom publicly makes him an asshole? I think the people in this thread are just using the term asshole wildly and loosely to a person that it shouldn't even apply to in the context of the post. We're not talking about him. We're talking about this lady and her cousin. God. Everyone sucks here. Accept your friend, but the accept your friend is crossed out? Your cousin sucks for calling the guy ugly. She has the right to say no. And if your friend asked her publicly, then you should have been prepared for the possibility of a public rejection. Again, there's an oceans of difference between no thank you and fuck off Uggo. If this is between your friend and your cousin, not sure why you're getting involved, but right now well, because her cousin hurt her friend's feelings in a really cruel way. Like, why are we pretending like interpersonal relationships don't exist? Like, you and your friends hang out, you all fucking meet up and sit on Reddit all night? Yeah, you know what, that sounds right. Imagine thinking a Redditor has friends. If you told your cousin she should have said yes, just no, don't do that shit. After reading some responses, y'all are right. Your friend Semi sucks too for asking your cousin out publicly. You were all fucking insane. You are all fucking out of touch insane people. High schoolers don't just go around asking people to prom publicly, okay? It's unkempt and honestly a little cringe. Asshole. Insanity. Absolute insanity. You're the asshole, your friend set him up oh my god. This is a manipulation tactic that forces a lot of folks into agreement they actually aren't interested in, as they'd rather not embarrass someone, and it's fucking wrong. That's so much. That's absolutely so much. Everyone sucks here. Your friend knew she was gonna say no, so he asked her in public. Your friend knew she was gonna say no, so he asked her in public to try to guilt her into saying yes. Also, you should mind your own business. Also, you should mind your own business. Fucking. Someone remind me to put the fucking NPC Wojak up on the screen. You should really not have any feelings about your family members embarrassing your friends. You should really not have any feelings about your family members. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. If I do something shitty and you call me out on it, that's you not minding your business. Also, all the mind you own, all the mind your own business comments are so dumb. I tell my cousins when they're being idiots. You should absolutely tell people when they're being idiots. Yeah, it's not like these two people are strangers to OP. What are you talking about? These people are not strangers to OP. Both of these people involved in this conflict are extremely close to OP. So it's insane to me that people are like, ugh, that's your friend and your cousin. Why are you getting involved? Even if a stranger is being cruel, you should probably say something, but especially when it's family. Yeah, yeah. And you know what? I wouldn't agree with the mind your business comments if it was a stranger. Because mind your business is oftentimes something shitty people say when they're being called out on being shitty, but they want to make it about blaming you. That's the tactic. Out of all this talk about people talking about manipulation tactics, oh, asking in public is a manipulation tactic. Also, don't call people out on their toxic behaviors. Mind your business. Oh, asking a girl on a date is misogyny. But being a monster, if I'm being a monster, don't call me out on that. Mind your business. Alright, I'm ready to move on. That's fucking hell, Reddit. Absolutely fucking hell. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Officer, this man attacked me and beat me with a club. Officer, they're not minding their business, so please arrest them. We can't live in a society where people are held accountable for their actions by others. Mind your business. Am I the asshole for not being grateful of how much my fiance has spent on me? Have you considered, you know what, OP, before I read any more of this, have you considered minding your own business? Just throwing it out there. I'm just saying, maybe mind your business. My female 21, fiance, male 24, is very wealthy. Humble brag. And he used to give me a lot of money for school emergency finances, even though I was very hesitant to accept. He told me if I wanted to be his wife someday, I would have to get comfortable with accepting help from him. Because of this, I began accepting money from time to time, but I never asked or spent it leisurely. Excuse me. Recently, we've been fighting a lot. Every time I complain, he gives me the silent treatment, and every time he does something wrong, he gives me the silent treatment until I apologize. Today, he told me I should be grateful that he's even talking to me. I asked him what I should be grateful for. My fiance proceeded to send me an itemized bill of everything he has ever spent on me during an argument. Yo, what? What? Added up with totals and everything, it was a lot, by the way, about 20K, and it helps me through school. And it's helped me through school. Please let him become ex-fiance. Kill this dude. Just take him out of the gene pool. Honestly. This is levels of insane that I can't comprehend. Imagine, like a little fucking gremlin. Like a fucking evil fey creature. Bringing your beloved little gifts, little treats. And then every time she accepts one, going, yes, yes, another one for the list, another for the list. It's dudes like that that make me feel the need to justify everything I buy. Yeah. This is on such another level, though. Like, yeah, shitty dudes will be like, I buy you stuff, so you're not allowed to have opinions. And I get that, but this is like, that's... Normalcy is like here, right? This is a normal human being. The dude I just described is about here. This fucking guy, I don't have the screen space. I simply don't. He presented an itemized bill. He had it ready. He had it ready, chat. This motherfucker was good to go with the itemized list. I was mortified by this weird weaponization. This is not just weaponization. This is full nuclear, by the way. And tried to call him out on it, but he doubled down and said, at least I know how to manage my accounts because my family has a history of gambling money problems. Dude, what the fuck? If this dude was in a book, people would be like, this is ridiculous. First, the itemized list of everything he's ever bought her, and then he goes out of his way to be like, at least my family aren't gambling addicts. I stopped texting him after this, so he blocked me on everything again, silent treatment. I don't know if I should apologize or not, because he does spend a lot on me. I do think he was pretty out of line, though. Girl, run! Girl, head for the fucking hills! Get out of there as fast as you can. No, faster. Figure it out. But get the fuck out of that relationship. I don't know if I should apologize. You should fucking buy a gun. Get out! If he shows back up, you should threaten his life. Should I apologize for my own financial abuse? Honestly. Like, and listen, like, this is pretty standard for the course, like, manipulation to be like, no, babe, let me take care of you. Like, I'm the man in the relationship. I should fucking no, it's my job to help you. Oh, you have emotions? Then why am I even spending money? I spend so much fucking money on you. Like, why do I even do that? That's fucking... Again, he's all the way up here, this guy. This guy's insane. Let's go to the comments, because obviously, this lady is not the asshole. This lady is a victim. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think he might be the asshole. Why they think they might be the asshole. I stopped responding to him and I wasn't grateful for everything he's done for me, which has honestly been a lot. He's given me $20,000 for school and emergency finances that would have been gone unresolved had he not stepped in to help. He's also been there for me when nobody else has, so refusing to... Oh, so he made you financially dependent on him. He removed you from any other support networks, and now you're alone? He was there, nobody else is there for you, you're financially dependent on him. That's a cult, girl! That's a fucking... You described a cult! Run! I might be an asshole because I'm being abused. She doubled down on it. She was like, should I apologize for my own financial abuse? And then doubled down on it. Run! Get the fuck out of there! Huge, huge, huge abuse alarm bells are jangling in my head right now. Using the money and generosity to control you is financial abuse. Using the silent treatment to win fights and presenting an itemized bill. Same. Actually, same. What the fuck? What the fuck? Of gifts he previously gave you with no explicit strings attached are extremely controlling tactics. Run, girl. Run now. Run yesterday. It only gets worse from here. I feel so vindicated. For once, I feel vindicated by the top Reddit comment. And if you don't want to take the random Reddit stranger's advice for it, fair point, well argued. Pick up the book, Why Does He Do That? By Lundy Bancroft. Even though it turns out that I'm way off base, it's all good for information to know. Don't let your fiance see it. The most reasonable and grounded Redditor has entered the comment section to leave the top comment. There's a only good Redditor found. We found him, chat. We found the only good Redditor. We found the only Redditor that's left their house before. We did it. Frabtious day, Kaloo. We fucking did it, chat. Not the asshole and run far and fast. It's one thing if you brought up in the heat of argument, but to send you a bill is preposterous. It's literally cartoonish. This is a fucking Yakko Warner gag. That requires forethought. It is frankly despicable to hold gifts over your head like that. Yeah. You aren't even married and he's financially abusing you. Get out now before he thinks you owe him even more. Preach. Reddit's kicking off today. Reddit's really popping off today, chat. If he just brought it up in an argument, I wouldn't even say it's abuse, but he prepared for this. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Again, it's really part of the course for shitty men to be like, I want to buy you this. Wow, I can't believe you're spending all my money. But he had a fucking itemized bill at the ready. This motherfucker sent her an invoice. He definitely will make you pay, and I don't mean with money. The silent treatment is also straight up abuse. You're not the asshole, but please understand this is not love, it's control. What do you mean by that? What else would I pay with? Oh, honey. And you're right, it feels pretty controlling, but I don't know if he meant it to be like that. I don't know. It does seem controlling, but every time I tell him that, he calls me crazy and tells me that the gas lamps are off. God, dude. I don't know if he meant it like that. Who fucking cares? Also, he had an invoice ready! I feel like I'm going crazy! I know it's hard. I know it's hard to see your own abuse when you're being victimized by an abuser. But oh my god! Not the asshole. I want to be very gentle here. I think you should both seek therapy separately. And if you're not already in therapy, it is great that you acknowledge your actions and you seem to have a desire to work on things you're not happy with. However, he does not, from your post, seem to take accountability for his actions, weaponizes his finances against you, and even drags your family into it, which is a low blow. I've noticed in other comments you are quick to defend him, and I understand, but I'd like to point out that the comments about financial and emotional abuse are spot on. Unless he wants to and puts in the work to develop emotionally, this is only going to cause you heartache and possibly worse. When someone says he'll pay you back and not in money, they're likely alluding to the fact that abuse escalates. He may be mad for a spell here and there, but eventually it will be a constant. It'll be a constant, and the ideal man will be nowhere to be found. What is going on Reddit right now? I was, you know what? I expected the top comment to be not the asshole. Because, like, obviously, right? Like, in a lot of ways, you can talk all the shit about you want about Reddit, and it's deserved, but, like, usually, 80% of the time, the top comment, at least, is reasonable, and most people will agree with it. But I was really expecting to get into, like, the lower britches and be, like, finance bros going, well, maybe if you weren't such a greedy fucking bitch, Stacy. So, Redditors are really showing up for this poor girl today, and you know what? I fucking love to see it. I really hope she takes their advice. I really do. I hope she escapes this man, because holy shit, dude. Yeah, fucking case dismissed. Not the asshole. That guy's a monster. Fucking, we're gonna do 2 more, I think. And then we're gonna move to Hitman for a little bit. My throat is all fucked up. I think I'm coming down with a cold. My throat's all scratchy. And that's your problem now. The itemized list is so absolutely blatant, it breaks through. The itemized list is psychotic. Like, there's no other way to, like, describe it. It is, like, so beyond... It is so beyond the outer bounds of what's acceptable that it defies logic. Honestly, and really and honestly, defies reason.